Olympic Games approaching. Protests are increasing. Everybody's saying, blame China. Next on Global Pulse. China is ready for the 2008 Olympics. But is it ready to take the blame for human rights violations around the world? On the day of this celebration, Tibetan refugees protested 57 years of Chinese occupation, calling for boycotts of Beijing's 2008 Olympics.
Activists say China is using the Olympics to underscore its claims on Tibet.
But Tibetan occupation isn't the only issue. Al Jazeera English and ABC highlight China's economic ties to the genocide in Sudan's Darfur region.
China has become Sudan's biggest trading partner. It buys more than 2/3 of its oil. Many believe oil money is also buying Sudan diplomatic cover in Darfur. Beijing has blocked efforts to send UN peacekeepers there without Sudanese consent, prompting accusations Beijing is complicit in Sudan's genocide in Darfur.
Perhaps no one issue is getting more attention than Beijing's economic ties to Sudan, which some feel have stopped Beijing from doing all it could to end the humanitarian crisis in Darfur. After visiting with refugees there, actress Mia Farrow thinks targeting the Olympics is the only way to get the Chinese government to use its influence.
There is apparently one thing that Beijing holds more dear than its unfettered access to Sudanese oil, and that is its staging of the 2008 Olympic Games.
While celebrities may be boycotting the Beijing Olympics because of Darfur, China's latest political problem lies closer to home. As Korea's KBS reports, a massive uprising calling for democracy is sweeping China's neighbor, Myanmar.
The Chinese government has not shown any willingness to get involved in the Myanmar crisis.
We hope that the Myanmar government will seek a proper way to settle the problem, which is in their hands.
China has kept relatively close relations with the Myanmar military junta to ensure China's advantage in oil and energy. As for Myanmar, China is the biggest economic trade partner. China has given weapons worth over $140 million to Myanmar.
As Fox News reports, America has joined the China-blaming bandwagon over Myanmar, sometimes called Burma.
China and other countries have, in essence, protected the Burmese by preventing action at the Security Council, and we'd like to see much more vigorous action.
At the White House today, President Bush urged China's foreign minister to help steer Burma towards democracy.
And he thinks that the Olympics is a time when people can pay attention to a lot of different issues. This would be one of them.
So will the Olympics suffer? Germany's Deutsche Welle and the BBC look to George and Laura Bush for the last words.
Yeah, I know China wants a very successful Olympics, and I think if the Burmese military regime really have a violent repression of this protest, it will reflect badly on China.
Do you think the Olympics should be boycotted if the Chinese...
Well, I'm not going to go so far to say that. I don't know about that.
President George Bush and his Chinese counterpart Hu Jintao have met for talks covering a range of contentious issues.
And once again, he extended an invitation to me and Laura and our family to come to the Olympics. And of course, I was anxious to accept.
This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only US network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs which connect you to the world.